Alright, so today we're going to begin in a nice, comfortable, cross-legged position. Feel free to lift your hips up high on the blanket with a block or a pillow if you need. Especially do this if you feel that your back is pulling you backwards and rounding your spine. This helps to keep a straight, elongated spine. Take a moment to observe what is going on in your lower body and allow that information to travel up yonder. So take your time, and when you arrive, go ahead and feel a gentle lift in the heart center, the chest. And on your next inhale, we're going to loop the shoulders forward and up in a nice big circle. And again, inhale, reaching the shoulders forward and up. And then one more time, big circle in the shoulders. And then allow the hands to gently rest where they naturally lie. Close your eyes and trust. Just take a final deep breath, taking in all of the day. A nice cleansing exhale out through the mouth. Couple more here. Taking in how you feel in this moment. Taking in all of your surroundings. Just take it in where you are now. Begin to deepen your breath. Bringing some fresh oxygen, some fresh flow into your body. Expanding your awareness, listening to the sounds, noticing the quality of the air around you. Take one more breath here. And we begin to drop the chin towards the chest, keeping the shoulders down and away from the ears. I'm going to bring my hands around to the back of my neck, the atlas, interlacing the fingers. I'm not going to pull on the back of my neck. I'm just going to allow gravity to fold me down. Just resting here, keeping your spine elongated as much as possible. One more breath here. Then roll up tall through the spine, lengthening through the neck as you lift the head. And we're going to take our fingers up towards the sky. Big stretch here, spreading the fingers wide. Reach, reach, reach. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, bending the elbows. Ground down through the tops of the thighs. Thumbs go back, pinkies forward. Big breath in. And out as it sends you all over onto all fours. Spread the palms and fingers super wide, knees underneath the hips, wrists directly under the shoulders. Again, no rush. When you arrive, shift the hips a little to the left and a little to the right. Bringing the hips back to center. We'll bend out at the elbows and then press away from the mat so we find the correct elongation through our spine and into our neck. Sending our gaze straight down, remembering that the spine should remain elongated and extended here. Deep breaths here. It's not easy, but nice conscious breath. It's why we're here and it supports our practice. Rock slightly from forward to the back, now stretching through the arms. Bringing your right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, raising the left arm up towards the sky, creating a slight back bend. Exhale and release. Inhale, taking the hand up once more. Fingers out wide. Exhale and release. Bringing the hand down. Inhale, raising the hand up once more. Exhale and release. Continuing with your breath. Exhale and release. Bringing the left hand to the center of the mat now. Inhaling to raise the right hand up towards the sky, taking your gaze up and overhead. Exhale and release. Again, super important, keeping the length and creating the space and broadness through the upper body as you inhale and extend towards the sky. Exhale and release. Inhaling once more, taking the hand up and overhead, returning to center. Drop the elbows to the mat where the hands were. Free yourself. Press into the base of the palms, and then without bringing the knees out wide, step the feet back, coming into puppy posture, bringing the forehead down towards the mat. 3 nice, long, full deep breaths here, stretching through the shoulders, finding space and length through the body, and feel what feels good for you here. 1 more deep breath, keep going. Press into all 10 knuckles, begin to look forward nice and slow as you come over onto your belly. Keep the toes pointing out, being conscious of your footing. Press down into the tops of the feet, down into the pubic bone, pressing up, coming up into Sphinx pose here. Nice and tall. Press into all 10 knuckles as if you are trying to tear your yoga mat in half, left to right. Don't stop here. Keep breathing. Nice, long, smooth, deep breaths. Soften through the muscles of your face if you can. Find a sense of calm here in this pose. Close down the eyes as you engage with the earth here if you can. A couple more breaths. See if you can imagine the beautiful curved line we are creating here from the top of our head all the way through to our toes. Use your exhale to release everything, bringing the palms underneath the shoulders. We curl our toes under. Press back up and onto all fours, finding our alignment once again. Cat-cow, here we go. Chin to chest, navel draws up as we round the spine, tucking our chin towards our chest. Exhale, curling and dropping the belly towards the floor, taking our gaze up and overhead. Crown of the head releases towards the floor as we tuck our navel in towards our spine, coming up into cat. Just trust your breath here to help you move between cat and cow. Closing down the eyes if you feel comfortable. Warming up our back. Awesome. Coming back to center now. Send the hips up high into downward facing dog, pedaling the legs to warm them up at the knees and through the hamstrings. especially pressing through the palms, fingers spread wide. This might be your first inversion for the day or even your whole life, depending on how much you have practiced yoga before. Coming back down onto all fours, pressing back to sit on your heels, finding a lift through your heart. If sitting on your knees is not available for you, you can go side saddle. Just letting the blood flow in the opposite direction. Sticking with your breath today. Awesome. Coming back over onto all fours. Send your right leg out behind you, turning the toes down, squaring the hips. Press away from your yoga mat and then slowly hug the right knee in, coming all the way through for a lunge. Take your time getting here, there's no rush. Press into the top of the left foot, coming up onto your left fingers. Stack the front knee over the front ankle. Looking up on inhale, exhale, plant the palms. We're going to switch, sending the left feet out behind you. Same thing here. Stacking your hips. Then inhale, sending the left knee up and high into a lunge. Coming up onto your fingertips. Inhale, looking forward. Find your breath as you stretch and lengthen up through the crown. Light on your fingertips here. One more breath. Awesome. Plant the palms. We're going to step the left feet back, coming up into a plank position. Don't panic. From here, spike your heels forward, creating one nice long line from the crown of your head all the way to the heels. One more breath here, you've got it. Then exhale, coming onto your knees, lowering back into child's pose, swimming the fingertips all the way around to the back edge of the mat. Taking a moment here to rest. Enjoy again that little relationship with gravity here as the shoulders round forward, breathing into the back body. Doing your best, nice conscious breaths here. Slowly reach the fingertips towards the front. Slowly lifting the head, heart and shoulders. Come back up onto all fours. Spread the fingertips super wide. Curl the toes under and lift up into downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Great. Slowly lower back onto the knees. Just breathing into this. Inhale, taking the right leg out behind you, in and all the way up, coming into a low lunge once more. This time we're going to come up onto the left fingertips. If you want to deepen this pose a little more, extend and lift the back knee here. Otherwise you can keep it on the ground. Inhale, open up through the right, taking the fingers up and overhead, looking up. Keep breathing here. See if you can create a slide back, then lift in, exhale, coming back to center. Awesome. Slowly sending the hips back, maybe walking the right heel just in a little bit for a runner's stretch here. Take one more deep breath in, exhale and bow, nose towards the knee. Rolling forwards, coming back onto all fours. From your tabletop position, take a long breath out, extend the left foot back. Hug the lower ribs in and squeeze, bringing the left foot in towards the front for a low lunge. Lifting the back knee up if you feel comfortable, otherwise keeping it planted on the mat. Coming up onto our right fingertips. Turning the toes of the left foot out slightly. Inhale, opening up through the chest as we take our right hand up and overhead. Stick with your breath. Inhale in, using exhale to send you back, coming into a runner's lunge on the opposite side. Drawing your forehead down towards your knee. Inhale, rolling forward, planting the palms, taking the foot back, coming onto your knees, lowering down through a slight plank onto your stomach. Inhale, coming up slightly into cobra. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes under, coming back into extended child's pose. Heart melts towards the earth. Close your eyes here if you feel comfortable. Think about why you showed up on the mat today. Slowly press into the fingertips, coming back onto all fours, walking the knees to the center, side saddle legs to one side, coming into a cross-legged position. From this cross-legged position, right hand to left knee, left fingertips behind. Inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale and twist. Careful not to muscle through this pose. Keep it nice and soft and gentle. Close your eyes for one last breath cycle here. Exhale and return to center. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Left palm to right knee, right fingertips behind. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Inhaling as you lift up, exhaling, using that exhale to twist deeper. Gently release back to center, coming down to lie flat on our backs now, extending the hands up and overhead, all the way out behind us for a full body stretch here. Stick with your breath. Inhale, drawing the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins, pulling the knees in tightly. Rocking slightly from side to side if you feel comfortable. Taking your hands out wide. Exhaling to take your legs over to the left as you take your gaze towards the right. For a gentle supine twist here. Just breathing into this pose. Extending the legs out if you feel comfortable to deepen the stretch. Closing down the eyes. Inhale, bringing the legs up through center, taking them over to the right and your gaze to the left. feeling the stretch through your lower back. Nice, long, smooth, deep breaths here. Inhale back to center. Planting the feet. Palms down by your sides. Tucking your chin towards your chest. Rolling the shoulders under slightly as you inhale, raising the hips up into bridge pose. Just experiment here. See, only coming up as far as you can. No knees, shoulder widths apart. Don't let them fall out. Toes pointing straight towards the end of your mat. Deep breath here. Hip bones reaching energetically towards the sky. Again, lifting before exhaling completely. Taking your feet up towards the sky, reaching for the outer edge of your calf muscles or your toes, coming into happy baby's pose. Take a second, closing down your eyes and imagine yourself as a baby. Alright, we've all been there. A little childlike energy is needed. Find a deep breath here. Find any movement that feels good in this pose. Exhale and release. Bringing your feet together. Letting the knees fall out wide. The lower back lifts up and the hands come to rest gently on the rib cage. Allow gravity to help open up through your hips. You're going to use your breath to, nurture your body, but to energize and fill yourself with gratitude. Use your breath to serve you, to calm you, and to focus you. So we'll end today with some conscious breathing. Maybe you practice belly breathing, inhaling, belly lifts, navel rises, exhaling, it falls. Maybe just honor yourself. Listen to the natural rhythm of your breath today, the natural ebb and flow. Close the eyes, soften through the jaw and relax. Allow yourself to release and let go. Gently open up the palms towards the sky. Gently slide the right leg out, followed by the left. Take a second here to windshield wiper the toes back and forth a little bit. And we'll take one final breath together. Inhale in, exhale, letting it out through the mouth. If time allows, stay here for a couple of minutes in Savasana. And if you have to boogie, let's get one final breath in together. Inhale and exhale.